Off Okinawa, a warship burns for 12 relentless hours. Echoes of past naval disasters return. In California, a sailor sells America's secrets to Beijing. Flames at sea, betrayal on shore, anger in Japan, fear in Washington. The question is, has the US Navy become its own greatest threat? A US Navy amphibious transport dock ship battled flames for 12 grueling hours off the coast of Japan this week, marking another concerning fire incident for the American fleet. The USS New Orleans, a 684-foot vessel capable of carrying over 800 troops, caught fire on August 20th while anchored near the White Beach Naval Facility in Okinawa. The blaze began at approximately 4 p.m. local time on August 20th and wasn't declared extinguished until 4 a.m. the following morning, according to the US 7th Fleet. However, the Japan Coast Guard, which provided crucial assistance in fighting the fire, reported that firefighting efforts continued until after 9 a.m. 2 sailors sustained minor injuries during the incident and were treated in the ship's medical facilities. The cause remains under investigation, though the Navy has confirmed the crew will remain aboard the vessel. What made this incident particularly notable was the international cooperation required to contain it. Initially, the US military requested assistance from Japan, then cancelled that request before renewing it around 7:30 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. 4 Japanese vessels from the Coast Guard, Navy and private contractors worked through the night alongside American crews to douse the flames. The firefighting effort involved not just the New Orleans crew, but also sailors from the USS San Diego, which was moored at the same facility.
Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force, Japan Coast Guard, and U.S. Navy commands from across Commander, Fleet Activities Okinawa also provided critical support to the firefighting efforts. 2 sailors were taken to New Orleans Medical for minor injuries. New Orleans crew will remain aboard the ship.
The incident has drawn sharp criticism from local officials. Okinawa Governor Denny Tamaki expressed deep frustration at a press conference, warning that the fire could have led to a major disaster involving residents. His concerns reflect broader tensions on the island, which hosts the bulk of America's 54,000 military personnel in Japan amid ongoing anti-base sentiment. Defense analyst Carl Schuster, a former US Navy captain, warned that fire damage could leave New Orleans out of action for 60 to 120 days. More troubling, he noted that
a fire of that extent used to be rare on US Navy warships.
The incident evokes memories of the Navy's worst recent ship fire, the USS Bonhomme Richard in July 2020. That blaze burned for more than 4 days in San Diego, ultimately resulting in the scrapping of the billion-dollar vessel. A subsequent Navy investigation found the fire resulted from systemic failures in maintenance, training, shore support, and oversight. As Schuster observed, the New Orleans fire demonstrates that the Navy needs to review and improve its fire prevention and firefighting procedures once again, highlighting ongoing challenges in fleet readiness and safety protocols. While the Navy grappled with fire safety concerns, a federal jury in California delivered a verdict that exposed a different kind of threat to American naval security. Jinchao Wei, a 25-year-old machinist's mate, was convicted Wednesday of espionage for selling military secrets to Chinese intelligence while serving aboard the USS Essex at Naval Base San Diego. The conviction caps a case that began when Wei was arrested on August 2, 2023, as he arrived for work. During his post-arrest interview, Wei's confession was stark and simple. As prosecutors revealed, he told the FBI,
"I'm screwed."
Wei's espionage career began in February 2022 when he was recruited through social media by a Chinese intelligence officer who initially presented himself as a naval enthusiast working for China Shipbuilding Industry Corporation.
The evidence showed that even during the early days of his espionage career, Wei strongly suspected the intelligence officer's true identity and motive.
The evidence showed Wei wasn't naive about what he was doing. He told a Navy friend he thought he was on the radar of a Chinese intelligence organization and admitted he was no idiot, saying, "This is quite obviously espionage." Despite these misgivings, Wei continued his betrayal for 18 months. Wei called his handler Big Brother Andy and used encrypted apps and specialized equipment provided by his contact. Between March 2022 and his arrest, he systematically compromised American naval security. He sent photos and videos of the USS Essex, provided locations of various Navy ships at San Diego Naval Base, and described the defensive weapons systems of his own vessel. Most damaging were the thousands of pages of technical and operational information Wei transmitted from restricted access Navy computer systems. As a machinist's mate with security clearance, he had access to sensitive information about the ship's weapons, propulsion, and desalination systems. All of this intelligence went to Beijing in exchange for just over $12,000. US Attorney Adam Gordon captured the severity of Wei's crimes in his statement following the conviction.
The defendant's actions represent an egregious betrayal of the trust placed in him as a member of the U.S. military. By trading military secrets to the People's Republic of China for cash, he jeopardized not only the lives of his fellow sailors, but also the security of the entire nation and our allies. The jury's verdict serves as a crucial reminder that the Department of Justice will vigorously prosecute traitors.
Wei was convicted on multiple charges, including conspiracy to commit espionage and unlawful export of defense-related technical data. Notably, he was acquitted on one count of naturalization fraud. The China-born, naturalized US citizen now faces sentencing on December 1st. This case wasn't isolated. Around the time of Wei's arrest, another Navy sailor in California was also arrested for selling sensitive military information to Chinese intelligence. That sailor was sentenced in January to 27 months in prison after pleading guilty to conspiracy and bribery charges. These twin threats to naval security, from fire safety failures to insider espionage, underscore the complex challenges facing America's maritime forces as they operate in an increasingly contested global environment.